They picked up a female shot in the thigh on Lemon Hill Drive.
There's about probably 400, 500 juveniles.
Just be advised that there might be more victims walking into various other hospitals.
Yeah, what's shaking everybody? Tell a friend that it's him again, J King, the one J King, back with another crazy video. So look, oh my beloved city, Philadelphia, man, what are we doing? What are we doing, people? Listen, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. So in case you haven't heard, there was a mass shooting on Memorial Day, a day that was designed and reserved and designated to celebrate and appreciate men and women of the armed services, past and present. Shouts out to all my vets out there. I love you all. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you do and keep repping. You know what I'm saying? Keep it tough, keep it thorough. But to the rest of you idiots out there, you know what I'm saying, that decided to pick this day and this event to desecrate and destroy and ruin a celebration designated to celebrate my veteran brothers and sisters, to you I say, fuck you. Fuck your existence. Fuck your piece of shit mission. Because you will get caught. You will suffer the consequences. So without further ado, let's get to the crazy. See y'all on the other side.
Breaking story, the Memorial Day weekend ended with a mass shooting in Philadelphia's Fairmont Park. 11 people were shot. 2 of them, a man and a woman, were killed. 9 others, including some teenagers, were injured. It happened around Lemon Hill Drive last night when officers were already in the park to keep an eye on the crowds at the end of the holiday. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live on the scene where the investigation is still underway at this hour. Corey?
Hey.
Matt, good morning. We're out here along Sedgley Drive, which is right next to Lemon Hill Drive. Behind us, all of these lights that are set up, the bright lights, are what police have put up because it's so dark out here. They've been trying to search this grassy area, this large area of Fairmont Park, for any evidence such as shell casings, and they definitely will be doing that moving forward. So this area isn't far from Kelly Drive and Boathouse Road, but it's in the park section. Police initially didn't realize the scale of the shooting because there were hundreds of people out here who ended up running for their lives. And once police started to realize that there were more victims, take a listen of what they were saying.
They picked up a female shot in the thigh on Lemon Hill Drive.
There's about probably 400, 500 juveniles.
Just be advised that there might be more victims walking into various other hospitals.
And so far, police say 11 people were shot. 3 are teenagers, ages 15, 16, and 17. The remaining 8 victims are adults. We're being told that 2 of them have died, a male and a female. Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel says this happened at around 10:30 last night in the area of Lemon Hill Drive at Poplar Drive. Police say things initially appeared calm, and they tell us people are always out here in the park when it's warm, especially on a holiday. And all of this happened as people were starting to pack up, and then those shots were fired.
We try to manage the crowds as they unfold, but at the same token, it is a challenge when individuals decide that they're going to fire into a crowd. That's something that we can't anticipate, but we do work hard to try to address the issues as they come underway.
Lone shooters.
And police are also investigating how this crashed Hyundai was involved and whether any victims were inside. They're also going to be looking into reports of 911 calls earlier in the night about disturbances around the park. Investigators are facing a challenge, though, because it's still dark. So right now, they aren't sure if it was possibly one person who fired into the crowd or if there were more than one shooters. They're telling us that they'll have to wait until daylight to search this large section of Fairmont Park to determine whether the rounds came from more than one gun. What they do know, though, is that they say the gun could rapidly fire multiple rounds, and they heard those shots being fired. So that's a starting point for them as this investigation continues. We'll definitely stay on top of the potential increase in the number of victims in this, too.
There's so many things I want to say about this, but I'm gonna reserve some of my comments for you know, once they apprehend, once these idiots get caught. But more than likely, the idiots who's responsible for this, they were young. They were young, probably teenagers. Parents, if you have a teenage son or daughter, first I'm gonna start off with the sons. because it's the sons, it's the teenage son, it's the boys, it's the males that out here that is causing most of the carnage and most of the pain. But if you're the parent of a teenage son, if you have a nephew that's a teenage boy and they from the hood and you know that they probably hanging out, they hanging out with boys or other cats that they really shouldn't, you ain't too comfortable with them hanging out with. Parents need to start going through their kids, searching through their kids' rooms. You need to start going through your kids' closets. You need to start looking under their beds, their shoe boxes. Everywhere they have an unlimited access to, you need to do a thorough search. And the reason why I say that is because these guns that are being these pow-pows that are being used out here in the public to unalive people, they're not being hidden on social media. They're not being hidden in a book. They're being hidden in homes. They're being hidden in cars. They're being hidden in closets. They're being hidden under beds. They're being hidden in shoe boxes. Hell, if your son has a girlfriend, chances are the son's girlfriend is hiding that pow in her home. And I'll get to that in a second. But like I said, we're gonna start with the males first. If you have a teenage boy, 13, 14, and you live in the hood, and you know damn well that your son is look, the streets is always talking. The streets always talk, and people are always listening. Always. That will never change. So if you a parent that hears rumors about your son that's involved with things that that you ain't comfortable with, that you ain't cool with, you need to go in your son's room right now. Make they ass stand there and watch. Do not let them reach for nothing. Do not let them go nowhere. Either that or make sure that they're in school so you ain't got to hear their mouth. You ain't got to hear nothing. Figure out a way, but you got to go through you got to search your kid's room. You got to search your kid's property. Whatever, I don't give it, the bathroom, if they have their own bathroom, if they have whatever they have access to, whatever room they have access to, basement, attic, tool shed, whatever you have on your property, car, whatever, you need to go through it. You need to search your kid's stuff. You need to go through your son's dresses, the drawers, under the bed, under the mattress, in the mattress. Look, if you're a short mother and you live by yourself, 5'2", 5'3", and heights is you haven't hit you with reaching for things that are with things that are high. Hell, a son will try to outsmart you and hide things that he doesn't want you to find on top of cabinets. Like I said, the top of the closet, the attic. Things that your son knows that you don't really pay too much attention to. Trust when I tell you, your son is more than likely, if your son is engaged in a lot of this shit out here, causing a lot of this pain and involved in a lot of this bullshit. Trust when I tell you, your son is definitely hiding shit from you. And you need, as a parent, to do your freaking job, do your freaking responsibility, and stop worried about being their fucking friend and go through their stuff. Serious, all jokes aside. I know, so we love the clown and joke and shit, but I'm saying on this channel. But look, this is not a joke. This is no time for clowning. This is a time for action. Parents, black parents, if you are in the hood, especially if you're in the hood, go through your son's shit. I don't give a damn how he feels. I went through my son's phone. Trust when I tell you, I searched through my son's shit. Thank God I didn't find, trust me. But if I had found something crazy, trust me, I would have dealt with that shit right then and there on the freaking spot. And every parent needs to take that step. I'm not trying to tell you how to parent. All I'm saying is, my point is, if you truly care about your son or your daughter's well-being, if you truly care about their future, you will correct them and check them now. Don't wait for the police to correct and check them. Don't wait for the judges to correct and check them. Don't wait for prosecutors and when it's time for you to get lawyers. Don't wait for the judicial system. Don't wait for the prison system. You do that shit now. Save your freaking kid from their self. That's your job. I'm only saying this because I'm a parent, I'm a father myself, and I truly care about I care about the community, and I care about the people, and I truly care about our country. This type of shit needs to stop. These guns are not being hidden on social media. These guns are not being hidden on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. These guns are being hidden in your homes, in your closets, in your garages, in your bedrooms, anywhere you can think of, on top of your kitchen cabinets. Like I said, if you're you're somebody short, and this is not an insult to anybody who's short. Don't make this about you. Do your do your due diligence. You have a right as a parent. Check your freaking kid. Check your freaking son, check your freaking daughter, check their social media, because if you don't, the police, the judges, and the prosecutors will. That's a fact. That is a certain fact. It's going to happen. So you do it now. Save them now, because by the time, if the police and the judge and the prosecutors have to do it for you, there will be no saving. There will be no saving. There will only be punishment. Trust when I tell you, it's going, this day and age, 2025, police, the government, prosecutors, judges, they are not playing. And police, they doing they're tired of getting a bad rap. They're tired of getting a bad name. So you know what? They're going to do their freaking due diligence. They're going to exercise every possible right that they have. And they will tear your son, your grandson, your granddaughter's world apart. And they will go through you to do it. I'm going to go into depth about this later on. I'm going to kill this right now. But understand something. Parents, stop trying to be your freaking son's friend. Stop trying to be your freaking daughter's friend, and do your job as a parent. If your son or your daughter says, my dad and my mom is my friend, you're probably not. You're more than likely you're not doing your job. Real rap. I'm not trying. This is not to bash you. This is a reality check, people. Because understand something. What's coming, I'm not going to get into that right now, but what I truly believe is coming, you need to get your shit in order right now. You need to get your shit in order. Get your house in order right now. Understand something, because it's coming, and all this bullshit, all this buffoonery, all this crash out shit, it ain't doing nothing but making shit worse. And you know what I'm saying? But like I said, look, leave a comment. Tell me how y'all guys feel about what's going on, what I just said. Let me know what y'all think. I'm J King the One. See y'all on the next video.